Hey everybody, Qui-Gon Jake. Oh no, we can't say that. That's 1,000 caps for everybody. The Jacobite here. The reason why I said that, that used to be my username for this channel was Qui-Gon Jake. And, but that was a long time ago. This is gonna be a quick, brief little history of the Jacobite's channel or Qui-Gon Jake's channel, however you want to phrase it. Long story short, decided to change the username after a lot of stuff in life happened. Things move, you get older, you move on, you learn things, times change. However, in the streams that I do with AZ Axel over on Twitch, which if I can remember, I'll try to link his Twitch stream HTTP onto the description if you're curious, because you'll see him, and you'll occasionally see me streaming along with him. Roughly at least once a week, sometimes twice a week if we're able to. But the reason why I said that's 1,000 caps for everybody is because instead of going by Jake, I asked if everyone could just start calling me Jacob instead. And because it's so hard for others, and apparently even myself, to remember that I am, Jacobite, not the Qui-Gon Jake. If Az or myself ever said Qui-Gon Jake, that's 1,000 caps to everyone viewing. So, that long story short, alright, now that that's been covered, let's get back into it. So, last time we had two interesting, if I can call them that, interesting encounters with both skeletons and a creepy possessed demonic doll. And I had only moments of glory, there was no mistakes made at all. However, we never could get a lock for the desert house gang. So that's what I've been doing off screen. I was just doing some farming basically, just wandering around until I finally was able to get a lock. So now that I've done that and leveled up a little bit too, so we're not quite as vulnerable, now we can go ahead and lock up the desert house gang. You quietly lock the door from the outside. You've definitely gotten the upper hand at this point. What's your next move? I'm just curious. I guess arrest them. Okay, fellas, the jig is up. A muffled voice says, "The law! Get 'em, boys!" And then, "Tarnation, we're locked in!" You hear a chorus of defeated sighs. Toss out your weapons, and I won't arrest you. You hear a quiet but heated discussion inside. Eventually, a voice says, "All right," and some pistols fall out the window. Two bandit pistols and the desert gang's 6-gun. Just kidding, I'm still going to arrest you. The voice says, "Aw, dang it." Aw, dang it. Oh, that's the house in the desert gang, alright. All except for the house, that is. Did it get away? What? Was I supposed to? Nah, I'm just messing with you. Here's your reward. Justice is served. Alright. So, that's 2 out of the 5. So let's go ahead and get looking at to see what the next one of these. Podkim Gang. Unlicensed civil engineering and flaunting of construction regulations, last seen in an unregistered settlement north of Dirtwater. Alright. A suspicious city, eh? Sorry, I had something in my teeth there. The Black Hat Bandits for horse theft and the selling of counterfeit glue, last seen headed north toward the old millinery. No good can come of criminals with access to hat-making machinery. Would you like to go investigate? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, I would. Oh, where do I want to put my drink? There we go. You mark the location of the millinery on your map and spend some time saying millinery over and over. You discover a new map location, the old millinery. 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 It's a good word. You right. Alright, so, on one of the locations, 2 locations that I found while I was just wandering was the Shaggy Dog Cave and the Snake Spring. So, before we hit these 2 places, I'm going to start by going up to Snake Spring. Alright, I guess we're going to the destroyed campsite first. Alright. Oh, jeez. Potted meat. Potted meat. 5. And I have enough for another food to eat. Boom! Meat it out. Well, I'll be darned. Sweet, and we can drink a lot of stuff. Increase your moxie by 3. You drink the cheap wine, wishing you had some cheap cheese to go with it. Oh well, it would be tawdry to complain about it. Yep, you right. None of these are really what I'm looking for. And I'm not gonna do another cheap wine. Cow's blood. But you shouldn't drink it. Yeah, I can imagine why. Whoa, putrid cow bile. Increase your moxie by 11 and your maximum AP by 1 for the rest of the day. Wow, I feel like I should almost save that. Because that's so powerful and I only have 1. Yeah, I might say that just out of an abundance of caution. Yikes, you think maybe this used to be a person? This human is popped. Gary did not know what human is to popping. No, we don't. Well, not in the sense I think you mean anyway. This meat, it is a very large all of it. A human contains all of this? Well, yeah. Ugh, I could not bear to carrying all of that. So squishy. Thanks, Gary. There are cow tracks leading away from the mangled corpse. It probably wouldn't be hard to follow them. You follow the cow tracks for 100 yards or so, after which they suddenly stop. Okay, there doesn't seem to be anything of interest nearby. Well darn. Alright, now we're gonna go to Snake Spring. Alright, we got, a handful of nails. A bottle of laudanum, and some smelling salts. Alrighty, what do we got here? Crap! Is this just literally a spring of snakes? An endless stream of snakes pours out of a hole in the canyon wall. Let's grab a handful of them. And let's do some shooting, Annie. Pew 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 pew. I hit only one of them. There were I had almost a 50% chance and I only managed to hit one of them. I am bothered by this. No, not Gary's spawn. Yeah, that was a little underwhelming. Yeah, we do a lot of damage now. 58 to 60 damage against these poor little snakes. Alright, Gary, go ahead and finish off that one. Hiya! Oh, jeez. And kablamo! We collect 2 venom and 3 medicine. But unfortunately, I can't skin them. That's okay. Alright, well, I think that's all this place is. It's just literally a place to farm snakes. So this would be good for my snake skinning. Getting more snake poison and snake venom. I recently tried to extract some to see how much, and I still only got the basic stuff, so I don't know how much you need. Alright, let's go to the old millinery. Your El Vibrato bleeps and you follow the signal because of course you do. Why wouldn't you? One reason why you might not is that it led you to a hulking robot that could easily pound you into scrap. Well, not if I get the jump on it. And kablamo! Wow, that thing has a lot of health. But not enough for Gary! Nice job. Congratulations! You successfully destroyed a priceless ancient relic of a bygone and forgotten age. Hooray! Yeah, I guess we gotta go back to the professor next. We have so much scrap, I guess, after all of the wandering I did. You walk into the millinery and find 5 bandits lounging around on big piles of half-made hats. It's the law! Skedaddle! The bandits scatter like cockroaches, each shutting themselves behind a different door. Guess you'll have to wrangle them individually. Fine. If we must, we must. At room 1. Jacuzzi? Oh, this is the only one that's different. There we go. Yep, so it's the different one. Well, that shouldn't be too hard. I say as they all now look the same. Which one is different? Oh, I saw it. I saw that move. I saw you move. I saw you. There we go. 2 down. 3 to go. Oh boy. Oh, wait. That brim is different. Or not brim, that middle divot section of the hat was a lot taller. Alright, this is going pretty swimmingly. Oh, jeez. Squatchies. These are some parts for some weird kind of hat you'd never wear. These all look the same to me. Oh. Well then. Howdy ho. That's number 4. Bad time to start taking a nap. I bet you he was already in there. He didn't even hear it happening. They all look the same. That does not look comfortable, Wyatt. That does not look comfortable. As I swim in the floor. I'm gonna pick the one in the middle. Nope. Ah, no! The bandit unceremoniously dumps you outside and unties their friends. The friends take the opportunity to get a couple kicks in on you before they all go back inside. Bah! I've had worse. Oh no! He's back! The bandits all jump up and scuttle back into their rooms. Here we go again. Oh no, he's back! What a shocker. Alright. So there's gotta be something special with that final room. I might need to look around a little more. This one's the rustle one, I think. It just rustles around a little when you get close to it. Oh, there you are. As I crawl on my hands and knees. Pooey. Kablamo. Alright. Oh, that one was very easy to spot. Get back outside. I swear, if this guy is still asleep again. Yes, he is. Wow. As I tumbleweed on back. Alright, so this 5th one has got to have something special. Oh, what's this piano? This is apparently the demo model from a player piano showroom. It's only got 3 songs in it. They're all children's versions of traditional songs that are in the recently invented public domain. And they're all set up to play just the first few seconds on a loop. Yep, because that is how you stay out of trouble getting copyright strikes. The people who worked here must have hated it. What song do you want to set the dial to? My old public domain home. Oh, that's annoying. The Yellow Rose of public domain. It's over already. I liked that. Let's try Public Domain Joe. You changed the song on the piano. Is that whistling you hear? Someone here is a fan of old time Joe. Ha 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 ha. You've betrayed yourself. Alright, what's in the door? Oh, I guess another thing I forgot to mention that I picked up that I was going to wait until I was recording again. I was able to obtain Get Kraken, a guide to modern safes. I just remembered that. When you're done reading it, you lock it up in a safe that turns out to be slightly too difficult for you to crack, so it's gone forever. Dang it. And then I also got a bag of Shroom Grow. I'm going to give this to Gary. You give the bag of Shroom Grow to Gary, and he tears it open and starts shoving brown lumps into his mouth. A deliciousness! Gary has become more powerful! Groovy. Alright. It's several years worth of hat magazines. Hat Trend, Hat and Head, Hats Today, and that kind of thing. Alright. Oh, perfect. No! I was wondering if there'd be a safe in here. Ooh, but I can level up. Alright, let's try that. Let's crack it. Ooh, a prototype Stetson. Whoa! Well, if I can get something that gives it because this was kind of like the old-fashioned sloppy top hat, but this gives me 3 in mysticality and moxie. Ooh. I don't know, guys. That looks pretty good to me. Let's see. Do I have any snake? Oh yeah, I forgot. It's the coal snake skin. So now, let's see what this thing is. It's a 6 moxie compared to this to the colorful hat, which the polka dots never really enjoyed that, to be honest with you. 7 moxie. This thing is 6 moxie, but then 3 mysticality and 3 muscle. Oh, look at us go. Almost looks like a sombrero kind of a thing. A very thin sombrero. All right, let's take care of these guys. Turn them in. Where'd you find them? That old millinery? Yup. Of course, you know bandits would be a lot harder to find if they didn't keep picking such thematic hideouts for some reason. Anyway, here's your reward. You gain 1,000 meat, all in a day's work. So we have a ghostly cell for this last one, it looks like. And then I have one more group that I've already got up, the ones that made like fabricated, they're illegal settlement or something like that. Wanted, the Gherkin brothers for kidnapping, brining kidnapping victims, and attempted sale of human flesh for consumption. Ugh, last seen headed for the old abandoned pickle factory. Can't let these dastardly criminals escape justice. It wouldn't be kosher. Boo. You mark the old pickle factory on your map. Hopefully chasing them down won't get you into a real, you know. Yeah, I know. Abandoned pickle factory. Alrighty, so we now have 3,200 meat. Before I go there, I did want to go to the professor's house and turn in all of the, this pair of disposable binoculars. Cool. Talk to him about what we've found. Good to see you again. Oh, let me get the the right voice. What voice did I do for this? Good to see you again. Have you got those 5 piles of scrap yet? Yep, got them right here. He ambles over to a strange contraption in the corner of the room and begins to tinker. Great! Let me just... Yep. Okay, this'll do the trick. Let me just get this running and then you'll be able to grab a keystone from it. It'll take another 5 scraps for each one you need. Are you familiar with the Lost Dutch Oven Mine? Grim place, but that's where I found the chassis for that fabricator, wedged behind an unusual pile of rocks. Seems like a good place to start hunting. Alright, I'm on it. Lost Dutch Oven Mine. I love the name system that they have in this too. Do you know anything about ley lines? I don't hold much with that mystical mumbo jumbo. It's very unscientific. But it does come up in my research from time to time, so I can give you a basic overview. He draws some curved, intersecting lines on a piece of paper and explains how they relate to local geography and so-called mystical forces. Most of it goes right over your head, but you think you got the basics. Ley line diagram. Thanks. Keystone machine. Oh, vibrato keystone. How many of these do I have now? Because he gave me one already, didn't he? No, he did not. And I got 22. So let's make 2 more keys. There we go. Because I remember from past playthroughs that you need more scraps. There's more to it than just this. Alright, so we have the Potcom Gang and the Lost Dutch Oven Mine. And the Abandoned Pickle Factory. And then the circus. And then the Shaggy Dog Cave. Let's go ahead and do the Lost Dutch Oven Mine first. And then we'll hit the Potcom Gang. Crack a safe, 330 meat, and 2 stock certificates. Crack safing is really nice. Good way to get food, or meat. Those are some stinky fissures. I can't get any closer, not without some stench resistance. Well, didn't I get those sweet-smelling flowers from on my lapel? Or something? There they are, sweet-smelling flowers. That should work, yep. And now we have got that sweet smell. Miner's pants and a gas mask? Huh, could have used this 5 minutes ago. More like 2 minutes ago, 1 to 2 minutes ago. Oh dear. I don't know what kind of tobacco these miners are chewing, but it must be extra corrosive because this brass spittoon has a hole eaten through the bottom and dark stains underneath it where the spit leaked out. Although oddly it doesn't seem to be leaking now and it's half full. I guess the miners plugged the hole with something. Inspect it. It's a spittoon, it's disgusting. You can practically see the stink lines coming off of it. Come on, let's not do this. Inspect the spittoon. Geez, fine, okay. You crouch down and take a careful look at the filthy spittoon. The inside is blackened with years worth of stains. The deep broth inside has a rainbow sheen like a parking lot oil spill, and occasionally a little bubble pops on the surface. You can actually feel a slight warmth radiating off of it from whatever dire chemical reaction is taking place in there. You realize you're holding your breath, not deliberately, but from the human body's natural instinct for self-preservation. Inhale. Imagine someone made a big pot of chili con carne and left it under the porch. 3 rats crawl into the pot, eat half the chili, and then die. A week later, a family of cockroaches takes up residence among the writhing maggots. The cockroaches smoke thick black cigars, which they light with tufts of burning human hair. That is what it smells like. Ah. Fortunately for you, the rainbow-colored film on the surface of the liquid coats your hand as you plunge into the toxic stew, keeping it from being immediately dissolved down to the bones. The smell intensifies and your stomach prepares to hose the poisons off of your arm with a high-pressure stream of vomit. Oh, keep searching! Your fingers touch something at the bottom of the spittoon. Better pull it out fast while you still have something to pull with. Pull that thing. You pull the world's most disgusting pair of pants out of the spittoon and jump back as the hole at the spittoon's bottom, now unplugged, begins to leak steaming filth. Congratulations, you are now the proud owner of the worst object I have ever been paid to think about, narrowly defeating a leather bondage harness made from the skin of a clown. I got spit-soaked pants. Hooray! Oh, are they better than my black denim pants? Yes, they are. Although I also got miner's pants, but they're not as good as the spit-soaked miner's pants, because that gives me 2 armor and 2 more speed, which is good. I will never say no to a little more speed in my retinue. Alright, sitting upstairs. Clove drops, Vienna bloody sausages, and cat's eye candy. What are Vienna blood sausages? Increases your muscle, increases melee damage, increases spell damage. Not useful. Alright, smelling salts and thermos of spiked coffee. Very nice. This elevator mechanism is all rusty. Let's lubricate and ride that elevator on down to level 2. You emerge from the elevator into a deeper shaft. By the light of your lantern, you see exposed meat veins on nearly every surface. Yes! It's unusual that there would be this much readily available meat left in a working mine. What were they digging for if not this? That is curious. So we got unrefined meat nugget, 47 meat, and 5 XP for mine-splaining. Sweet. Hello? This guy is totally out of it. He's gibbering and drooling, and he doesn't seem to even see you. Hey buddy, are you okay? You wave your hand in front of his face, but he doesn't react at all. That doesn't really bode well. Shovels dull to uselessness. A broken pickaxe. Was one of the miners digging with his helmet? Ugh, looks like a miner died trying to dig deeper with their hands. An ominous ladder leading down into a deep, dark pit. This gem is pretty, but it smells terrible. An effluvious emerald. If this gem is half as valuable as it is pungent, you're in the money, and you should probably wash your hands before you spend it. This guy seems to have gnawed off his own hands before he died. You start to feel very uneasy. The finger bones are all splintered. The hair on the back of your neck starts to stand up. There are still some little bits of fingernail in these gouges. Your heart is pounding. This guy worked his fingers to the bone digging and then worked his bones to the marrow. You have to get out of this pit right now. The gouge marks are dark with blood. You have to get out of this pit right now. As you get near the rocks, the voices in your head begin screaming too loudly to ignore. You have to get out of this pit right now. Fine. Isn't this where we said the vibrato technology was, though? Isn't this not like... Isn't this what we need to do? Why is it giving me grief? What if I put a gas mask on and approach it? No. Well, Professor, we've encountered a problem. Maybe it's my sweet-smelling flowers are too sweet? That's weird. Why would it bring me here and then not let me... I have a pickaxe, right? Yeah, I mean, how else would I have been picking this? Huh, that's weird. That is weird. As I... Oh, jeez. Alright, well, that's all for this place. Alright, let's go to the Pumpkin Gang. No entry. A bar. Real jail. The fact that you have to say that... Oh, he said something. What did he say? A guy shouts, "Bar is closed for piano repair," and runs over to stop you. A guy shouts, "Visiting hours are over." Alright. Non-fake horse sale. This hostler's on vacation right now. Alright. Genuine TNT and sandwiches? That place is condemned. It's not safe to go in there. No entry. Town hall. That house is haunted. The bandit looks distraught. I lost my belt buckle. Good luck with that. You're ducking into the outhouse and planning your next move. While you're pondering, you notice something weird. This outhouse has a back door. So if I leave through the front door, obviously nothing. If I leave through the back door, the music is backwards. The music has to be backwards. That is so... Oh dear. This doesn't seem safe at all. Yep, I think he was right about it being condemned. But I think the more bigger issue is the whole, you know, fact that these are all just wooden pile-ups. These are not actual buildings, they're just wooden facades. This is the back of the jail. Turns out it's just flat plywood like a theatrical set. The ropes that are holding this thing up don't look very strong. You could probably knock it over pretty easy, but you should probably hold off until just the right moment. Like when, say, the bandits are in front of this jail, which would be very fitting. Alright, so... did you look near the jail? Oh, good idea. I'll look over there. And then she just doesn't like it when I'm... Let's see, she moves whenever I get close to her. I wonder how far she'll move. If I go here, he will then run over. The third guy, he'll run over. Now he's in front of the real jail. So now if I just spook her, and she moves, yeah, right in front of the jail. All right, now let's go knock it down. As I inchworm snake my way along the ground with incredible grace and dexterity, as you know, as one does. All right, snip, snip. Here we go. This is the back of the jail. Yep, crash. The fake building falls over on the real bandits. Oh, I can't walk through straight over it. I guess I'd be walking on top of them. That would probably be a little not as cool, not as honorable. All right, let's see if we have them all knocked out, and then we can just rope them up and take them back. There we go. The gang is knocked out. You can arrest them now if you want. Take them to jail. You haul the sorry so-and-sos back to Dirtwater and lock them in the jail. Say, that's the Pumpkin Gang. How'd you get them? Pushed a jail over on them? What? Never mind. All in a day's work. All right, one more last one to get in. One more for the road. The abandoned pickle factory. Oh, Fort All Dead. Well, Fort All Dead's gonna have to wait because we have a haunted pickle factory instead of a... That always gets me. That always gets me. I don't know why that always gets me. We got some Gretchen Vlas. She was very, very terrible. Alright. You feel a sudden electrical jolt as your hand touches the doorknob. Ouch! Oh no, you're late for your shift. Mrs. Vlas is gonna be so mad. She might literally bite your head off. Okay, well, not literally, probably. Quick, get suited up. You clock in and hurriedly put on your bright green coveralls. Mrs. Vlas, as predicted, is furious. Late again? You better stop taking this job for granted. You think you're going to find a place with a nice dormitory in a reasonably priced company store like ours somewhere else with your skills? Ha! You're doing 3 shifts today, Buster. Get to work, you're on pickle hopper duty. Oh man, Pickle Hopper duty runs you ragged like always. Keeping the hoppers filled to keep a constant flow down the chutes means you're constantly at a near sprint because you have to manage the cuke chunks to keep the levels equal. If you get uneven pickle levels, Mrs. Vlass knows. Nobody knows how she knows, but she knows. A whack from her cane is the minimum you'll get. Damn it, damn it, damn it. At the end of the first 6-hour shift, you get a brief break. You cram a stale cheese sandwich into your mouth while Mrs. Vlass glares at her pocket watch, counting down 3 minutes to the second. Breaks over, second shift, you get over to the salt tank now! Oh god. Managing the salt tank isn't as strenuous as the pickle hoppers, but it's still a never-ending tension. The brine concentration has to be constantly monitored and kept at a very specific measurement, which means constant adjustments. Meanwhile, you can feel yourself desiccating from the haze of salt dust that fills the room. If anything in this place kills you, it's probably going to be salt tank duty. White lung is nasty business. Cough! Cough on your own time and get that salinity back to normal. It's supposed to be 976 parts per thousand. How hard is that to remember? 976, idiot! Please let me out of here. You get another 180-second break before the third shift. You spend most of it drinking water. The company doesn't charge for water, but you've heard a rumor that they're considering it. Break's over, get to the boiler! Oh no, please let me out, please! Boiler duty means shoveling coal into a furnace that runs a giant tank of boiling vinegar. It stings in here. You've tried to work with your eyes closed, but Mrs. Glass screams if you drop any coal on the floor, or if you let the temperature get too low, or too high, or just for no particular reason at all. At least you're used to the smell of boiling vinegar. In fact, you can't smell anything anymore. Let me out, please let me out. 190 degrees, idiot! Not 189, not 191. What do you think we pay you for? You don't really miss your sense of smell, or not coughing all the time. You don't really want anything anymore, except to die. Let me out, 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 let me out! With a gasp, you finally snap out of the horrible hallucination, or possession, or whatever the heck that was. Jeez, you can still feel the sting of vinegar vapor in your eyes. Woo! That was intense. This trash smells like sweet pickles. It says factory activation lever. You pull the lever and nothing happens. Something in the machinery room must not be set up correctly. So this is the cukes. Oh dear. Oh, and there's the ghost. You approach the ghost. Gotta, can't sleep until it's right. You, all right there, partner? Can't sleep, can't sleep, can't sleep, can't sleep. Well, he looks a little... Warning, cuke shunts are to be operated by qualified personnel only. Well... Ah! So we gotta get them all equal, I think. If I remember correctly. Oh, it's so close. Is this gonna be like a brute force, or is there any logic to this? Because that looks pretty close to me. Kill that. Nope, shouldn't have done that. We're so close. I'm so close. I can't tell even how much it's going. I don't want to have to do the math to figure this out, but I might have to. I mean, brute forcing it is way more enjoyable per se. Oh, come on. I'm like only a couple off. All right, let's see. Oh, it's just not right. Am I doing the exact same thing over and over again? Because I can't, I'm seemingly not making any progress. See, like that looks, that's not, no, it's not yet. It's the same. I keep getting the same, where like this is 2 away from the same level as Hopper 3. This one's 1 away from Hopper 3. Maybe I need to reset one all the way to the bottom. it would then probably be you. Oh, I can't do it anymore. Alright, so that resets this guy to the bottom. Is this not equal? This looks equal. Oh, it is. Okay, it is. Okay, took care of the cucumbers. It's finally done. Thank you. The ghost smiles as he fades away. A few bones hit the ground below it. Pile of bones and cucumbers. It's probably 40% bones and 60% cucumbers if you had to guess. Etched into the skin of one of the cucumbers, you see the phrase, all the same, all the same, all the same. Rest in peace, poor guy. Jeez. Yeah, that, I mean, crime doesn't pay, but man, that is brutal. Alright, what do we got for the salt? Salt, gotta salt the salt. You alright, partner? Salt! Okay, geez, calm down, okay. Oh, what was the salinity meter? Wasn't it 9 something? 938? Or was it 930? It was 930 something. Was it 930? I don't remember what it was. Oh, man. Well, I don't know how I'm going to find that information out again. It's a bin of coal with a shovel in it. Alright, I got another shovel. Oh, what was the temperature set to? It's not right, it's not right. Temperature, it's not right, it's all wrong. Not right at all wrong. So I turn that, and that lowers temperature by 10 degrees. Add some coal, that's 83. That's 83. Wait. I'm not adding coal, am I? It's got 2 shovelfuls of coal in it. So 2 of those makes 4 degrees. But again, I don't even remember what my temperature is supposed to... Oh, that brought it up 5 degrees. Alright, so I don't remember what the last 2 were. I'm gonna check out the graveyard. Commune with her spirit. Well, I need 20 mysticality. What do I have? 19. Okay, well, let's just get this... Let's get this done. Because I have a feeling that she's gonna remind me. You reach into Gretcha's grave with your mind. The pain! Oh no, you're late for your shift. Oh, it's the... Okay, yes, so this is it. This is the repeat. Alright. Set to the salt tank. Let's see. Strange pickle. This is... measurement. It's supposed to be 976 parts, so 976. 976. And then the boiler was supposed to be 191. No, 190 degrees. So we have, what was it, 976? Yeah, 976 and 190. All right, 196. 190, 196, 190, 196, 190. All right. So 1, 9, 6. Is that all right? Was it 197? What? Oh no, it was 976, wasn't it? I hope that's right. Yeah, there it is. The salt is correct. It's finally done. Thank you. Salt-crusted skull. Etched into the back of the skull is the number 976. This skull bears the marks of prolonged and very strange torture. Alright, so then the other one must have been 190, was what the temperature was for the vinegar. So if I need to get this temperature up to 190, I gotta pump a lot of coal into this. Let's do 10. That's only 27 degrees? Oh, geez. Let's do 20. 71 degrees. Okay, that was much higher. Oh, perfect. Right? Yes, the vinegar is 190 degrees. Yes, that was lucky. Vinegar-soaked bones. These bones are all rubbery because they've been soaked in vinegar. Gross. You can faintly make out the number 190 scratched into one of the bones. Yikes. Well, rest in peace. All right, well then I think I should be able to pull the pickle. You pull the lever and there's a deafening roar as the old machinery springs into life. After a while, a load of pickles is deposited in the receptacle to the left of the switch. You got an item, Ghost Pickles 3. Huh, all that work for 3 pickles. No wonder this place went out of business. Yeah. This trash smells like gherkins, sweet pickles, garlic dill pickles, bread and butter pickles, cornichons, half sour pickles, you don't even know what those are, and dill pickles. Alright, well I think that's everything. Hello, a place! What is it? I think it's an old abandoned pickle factory. You to pickling an entire factory? Yes, sure. Alright, well I think that's that. So that should be the final one of our roundups. You hear the groaning noise a short distance away and investigate. A cowpoke is sitting against a rock with his leg bent in a way that seems incorrect. What happened? Dang horse threw a rod and I fell off. Think I busted one of my dancing arms. Your leg, maybe? I mean, I'm going to Dirtwater. Hop on, I guess. Thank you kindly, stranger. I'd say I owe you one, but it seems doubtful we'll ever meet again. Sure, if you say so. To the Macarena. Dun, 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 dun. Alright. No. Oh, it wasn't everyone. Well then who else? How else do I get them back? I'm gonna talk to the sheriff. Maybe she'll tell me. Give her the pickle factory remains. What in the world? It's the Gherkin brothers, and please, I don't want to talk about it. It was really weird. I believe you. Here's the reward. 1,500 meat, yes. Oh, looks like these things are still twitching. Better lock them up just to be safe. Thanks a bundle. There we go. That's all 5. All locked up, and the ghosts too. Sure, yeah, we'll go with that. Alright, well... Post of... Wait, what is that? Dirt-ater Post of Ice. Is that supposed to be sponsored by LT&T? What is that? Alright, let's see if this guy's got anything for us. Oh yeah, he has stock certificates, but we also have stock certificates for him. Ghost Pickle makes you difficult to damage for the rest of the day by turning you into a spooky ghost. Really now? Engagement ring, we'll sell that. This gem is valuable as it is pungent, you're in the money. If it doesn't have a just sell this item, I tend to not try to sell them because that actually does tend to mean that they have a purpose later in the game. Now this is, again, the old wedding ring you turn into silver bullets, for example. So this is 6 to 8 damage to the Desert Gang, 6 gun is 6 to 7, but it does give me a Moxie. Compared to the Bandit pistols, which are only 5 to 7. I can sell those 2 guys, because those are just pistols. Unrefined meat nuggets, those are all just sells. Handful of old coins, those are sells. And I think that's all. And he doesn't have anything for me, does he? Nope, nothing there for me. Alright, well that's 7,000 meat now. 7,000 meat. We might also go level up ourselves as well. We have 377 experience. We may need to do lock picking because at this point we're almost done with this area. I gotta go in and take care of Shaggy Dog Cave, and then Fort All Dead, and then the circus. And I don't know what else. Oh, I guess one other thing that I need to do then is also go back to the Humming Cave and use those El Velbrado keys. And then once we do all those things, the railroad camp should be the next thing that we take on. So let's call it there for now. So that'll be the end of this episode of West of Loathing. I hope you guys did enjoy as we put justice into full force today. And we finish all the remaining 3 bounties for the town of Dirtwater. So next episode, look forward to seeing us kind of really finishing up the first third of the map here. And then moving on to the railroad camp to begin section 2, or part 2, I guess you could say. So until next time, this is the Jacobite, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. And as always, I will see you further down the line /road. Bye-bye.